disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by B-Girl TV should be taken as fact. Every situation is based on personal experience. Copyright disclaimer. The Image Boutique is located in the Centro Comercial de los Pueblos Mall, located in Panama City, just 15 minutes away from Tocumen Airport. We specialize in hair care, wig extensions, and much more. Come visit us. Image Boutique is located in the Centro Comercial de los Pueblos Mall, located in Panama City, just... Oh my God, y'all. I'm having like technical freaking difficulties. Do I look blue? I don't know why my video looks blue. I got to fix the lighting on this thing, which I did not adjust the camera settings from yesterday at Rum and Brunch. So I'm not sure how I'm looking on you guys' camera. Am I on the screen? Do I look blue? Do I look blue? Let me know if I look blue. Because if I look blue, we're going to have to go take a commercial break so I can fix this. Do I look blue, y'all? I feel like I look blue. So I'm sorry. Okay, in the meantime, while I fix what I got going on here, I need to fix my camera settings because, baby, but you don't know quite yet what weekend you want to come. Guess what? 2025 Martin Luther King weekend is Rum and Brunch Music Festival here in Panama City. 4 days, 5 nights of non-stop event, with the last event being none other than Rum and Brunch, which is the deluxe edition, which is a concert series, okay? We have performances by local artists as well as international dancehall artists, so you don't want to miss this event. If you are on a budget, but you know you still want to go, don't worry, we got you covered. We have payment plans available. Click on www.rumandbrunch.com, click where it says Rum and Brunch Weekend, and read up about this amazing event that you don't want to miss. If you went to Rum and Brunch Weekend 2024, trust me, you don't want to miss 2025, because 2025, if you're a 90s baby, an 80s baby, and you was outside in 2000, you definitely don't want to miss this event. If you had a chance to participate in Rum and Brunch 2024, well, guess what? 2025 will even be better. If you were the ones that was sitting home looking at all the fun that we were having, well, guess what? This is your opportunity to be here. So if you listen to dancehall, reggae, soca music, this event is for you. See you guys there. Peace and love. Do you want to visit Panama, but you don't know quite yet what weekend you want to come? Guys, I am so blue, like my background is blue because I did not adjust the settings from Rum and Brunch yesterday. And now if I want to fix it, I'm going to have to like shut the whole thing down and open up another stream. So we're just going to have to deal with this blue tint right now. I hate it. I'm so mad at myself. Hold on. We just gonna have to deal with the blue tint, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. But if you are on Instagram, make your way down to YouTube, okay? Because on YouTube, we be able to chit chat and have conversations, have candid conversations. If you guys are on IG, it's gonna be really hard for the people that are on YouTube to be able to see what you guys are seeing, because unfortunately, your comments don't actually work. I mean, not that they don't work. People that are on the live stream on YouTube and Twitch, they aren't going to be able to see or comment, or you guys can't, go back and forth in the discussion. Okay. So we are here. I was supposed to do this live since I think Thursday. I think I was supposed to do this since Thursday, but life was life and y'all. So here we are. Here we are. All right. So today's conversation is going to be a courageous conversation about embracing unfiltered truths without apology. And like I said, this live was supposed to be done since last week. Life was life in, but I woke up this morning because people really be needing to know the truth. Like, people really need to know the truth. Like, my videos are from my perspectives, okay? When I tell you guys stories, I purposely tell you guys stories without leaving anybody's names in the stories because I don't want my experiences with certain people or certain businesses to be affected because my experience was not a positive experience, okay? my experiences my experience could be totally different from another person's experience. Okay. What's good for me, maybe what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. So when I go through certain situations, I'll tell you guys the stories, and I purposely leave out names because, like I said, I don't want anyone to, number one, the internet is a mean place and y'all be bullying people. Y'all be bullying people. The internet be bullying people. Number two, like I said, my experience may be completely different from your experience with that person. And so I always encourage people to get to know people for who they are. I just give examples of my situations so that you guys are, look out for certain things. As you guys know that I do, I have my own, but I have a family owned business. I also do YouTube. I also do rum and brunch. I also do events, right? I'm also a woman. Okay. So whether people want to admit their people are very sexist, okay? There's something very alive and well that is called machismo. Okay. And when I do anything, I always consult with someone who is either a lawyer or an accountant or whatever the case may be. I always consult with these people. One of the problems that I find, which everybody, okay, if you are planning to do business with anybody, when I tell you guys anybody, make sure, especially when you are conducting business in Panama, make sure you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's all the time. So it's a couple of experiences. So let's start with this one, right? So I did a video about my experience at a public healthcare facility in Panama. Okay. I explained my opinion, okay, my experience, okay. And a lot of y'all be really suffering from trauma that you need to go see a therapist about, because y'all be holding y'all trauma and putting y'all trauma on other people. And I'm not the one for y'all to be putting y'all trauma on. Okay. I'm not the one or the two. Y'all be really projecting. So anyway, so I made a comment about one of the public facilities that I went to. There were crackheads in there, not being attended to. They were literally just crackheads in there, just hanging out. And I personally did not feel comfortable being at that clinic. At the time, my son probably was like, what, like 10, I want to say 10 years old. And he was there. One woman went in talking about, oh my God, are you saying that people that have these diseases, like, girl, stop it. Okay. Y'all are always offended. People are always offended on these apps. Like, it don't be that serious. Like, if I'm making a video about something and I'm explaining my situation, take what you want from it and move on. Take what you want and move on. I don't need paragraphs about anything, honestly speaking. Because honestly, like, I could let y'all just do whatever y'all do and y'all find out on your own. I literally make these videos to try to help people, but clearly y'all be on some other shit. Okay. And it's really, really annoying, to say the least. So get your trauma together and stop spewing your trauma on these people on Beyonce's internet, because it's really showing who you guys are as a person. Another thing, right? I have my social media platforms. I choose to post whatever the hell I choose to post on my social media platform because it's mine. It belongs to me. Okay. I can post whatever I want. Um, and let me tell you something. I be sparing a lot of people. I really spare a lot of people. I spare a lot of businesses. And I do it because guess what? I also have a business as well. And I understand when they are disgruntled employees or disgruntled customers that be talking like people come into my store all the time talking about other people's business and I don't engage in it because I know more than likely they wanted to do something that they were not supposed to do. And you know, they probably put their foot down and for whatever reason, because people hate when you put your foot down. Like people hate when you put your foot down. It's okay for people to walk all over you. And, you know, as long as you allow people to walk all over you, you are the best person in the world. As long as you continuously tell people, yes, 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 you are the best person in the world. See, me, I don't like headaches. Okay. I don't like headaches. I don't like dealing with headaches. I don't like people who are going to cause headaches. So from the minute I see that you're going to cause some type of stress or headache, you good. I'm good on you. Nothing personal. I'm not about to be up here, you know, talking negatively about you to people outside in the streets. I'm not going to post you on my platform. I'm not going to talk negatively about you on the platform. Now, would I go and say about a situation that occurred with you? Sure. Would I say your name? No. Unfortunately, people who are close to the situation, they may know who I'm talking to, who I'm maybe talking about. But obviously, if they know what I'm talking about, it's because they're close to the situation, so they know how it went down. All right. So that's another thing. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Okay, I am from Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn. I am the realest person that you are going to meet. So I'm always gonna keep it a buck. One thing I don't play with is people, men, and people's money. Okay, I don't do those things. I don't do those things. Um, so with that being said, this goes into this little thing. So I was posting on my Instagram. Oh my God, I gotta delete this other thing, child. Hold on. Whew, hold on. I was posting a lot of. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what I'm talking about. But I was posting like just memes, like things that people post, like like random stuff about Michelle Obama, inspirational things. Okay, posting it without thinking anything. I was just posting these things because I just felt that they resonated not only with me, but a lot of people could relate to it. I woke up to text messages and uh, phone calls from people asking me if I'm talking about a certain individual. And I'm saying to myself, do y'all people not realize that I work? I have 2 children. My days are really, really long. I don't wake up with certain people on my mind. I do not wake up if me and you were friends at one point and I no longer speak to you, it is what it is. Like I'm not bashing you. I don't care what you have going on. I am not in your stories every day looking to see what you have going on. I honestly really don't care. If you are doing something positive with your life, that's great. Just because me and you are no longer friends does not mean that we are enemies. So I need people to stop taking everything that like it's so annoying to the point where it's like, damn, if I post this, oh, this person's gonna get offended. If I post this, I don't think about that. I post what I want because it's my page and I can post whatever I want. I'm not posting anything with anybody in particular in my mind. Okay. Like a lot of y'all need to grow up. And that reminds me of Black people, we have a lot of trauma. Okay. A lot of us have a lot of trauma and it spews in other ways, whether it's being violent, especially because I see a lot of these men out here trying to fight women, cursing women out, saying all kind of crazy stuff to women, like they have gal strength, but they don't have strength for another man. Okay. That is trauma. It is not cute. And I will say it could be because a lot of these men are raised by a single mother and they don't know how to control their emotions. They don't have, and this is just me being very honest, they don't have positive male role models in their lives that can teach them how to be a man. So a lot of these men be out here acting like women because they were raised by single mothers. Like at first, I used to take offense to that because I'm like, what do you mean? My son, no, it's the truth. I am blessed and I am happy that my son has a positive male figures in his life. He has his father, he has my grandfather. my grandfather, my father, which is his grandfather, as well, in his life. But we have to take accountability because the next generation is literally going downhill. The next generation is going downhill, and a lot of the older generation also is just a mess. Okay, it is just a mess. Yesterday, I met this woman at Rum and Brunch. Oh my God, she is from Nigeria. She was a doctor. She is a doctor. Sorry. Um, and she's a Nigerian doctor, Nigerian American, and she actually is a follower, a subscriber. And this woman was so positive. Um, I have not received any positivity besides like my family or one or two little people, but the way this woman spoke life into me, I did not expect that. I did not expect the way this woman really spoke life into me. This woman said, "Listen, I'm not here. I'm not one of those people that are coming to criticize everything. I came because I wanted to support you." And that's crazy because a lot of the support usually comes from people that you really and truly, honestly, really don't know. Because I don't know her. She follows me on YouTube. Her and her husband, and I was really, really um I'm going through some things at this point in my life, right? Well, in this chapter, I got a lot of stuff going on. And so honestly, I didn't even really even feel like going to rum and brunch yesterday. I honestly felt like canceling. The last two rum and brunches, honestly, I felt like canceling it, but both of them people already had bought tickets, and so I still have to show up. Yesterday was the same thing. I have a lot of stuff that's going on that is giving me extreme anxiety. But guess what? I still have to show up because people are paying their money and they're paying for an experience. Okay. So I still had to show up yesterday. Even when shit was going wrong and on the back end, I still had to show up with a smile on my face and make sure that every single person that was at Rum and Brunch had a positive experience, even with the negative things that was happening behind the scenes. Like I had a conversation with somebody else that I know that is a business owner, and that person was like, "Yo, I'm about to shut down and not have no business at all because the way people are accustomed to doing business here is just it's crazy." And I say this to say this, like, and it goes back to me telling you cross your T's and dot your I's. It don't matter who you working with, okay? It doesn't matter who you are working with. Make sure you sign a contract with that person. Okay. It don't matter. A lot of people here, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people here, but a lot of people don't know how to conduct proper business. A lot of people don't know anything about loyalty. A lot of people don't know anything about if a business relationship is no longer what it is. It's okay. We don't have to hate each other. We could just move on. It is always extremely personal, and it's always with men. It is always with men. And I think it's like really, really sick. Hi guys, I'm on YouTube. So make your way down to YouTube if you're on YouTube. I have never experienced this much. What do they call that word with men when they hate women? Oh my God, what is it called? The word that is on the tip of my tongue. Let me see. Men that hate women. Misogyny. I have never dealt with so much misogyny until I actually started doing rum and brunch. And I say this, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. Some women don't respect women in business. Child, let me tell you, let's not even talk about that. Women are the most, what's the word I want to say? Women can be extremely petty. Um, Women can be extremely vicious. That's the word. I remember when I did Rum and Brunch Weekend, and obviously Rum and Brunch weekend was the first experience that I had doing something on that scale. Like I didn't realize how much work was going to go into doing something like that. Like I literally thought it was just going to be, okay, I'm going to just do these events. People were just going to come. No, there was so much back end shit that I didn't realize what was going on. And let me tell you something. The people that did the most as far as um what's the word I want to say? As far as patrons go, women were the most vicious group of people. Like I got tore apart by women, especially other black women. Okay, tore apart by other black women. Now, when it comes to business, when it comes to business, and conducting business with men, let me tell you something. Conducting with a woman doing business with another man, I'm telling you, men are the most misogynistic, disrespectful individuals walking this planet. They are ruthless. I'm gonna give you a prime example. This is why I always say, make sure you have a contract. And a lot of things that happened to me before, it's not gonna happen to me again. There was an event and I hired a DJ paid to be there at a certain time. So I had the names of the DJ. Okay, this person goes first. This person gonna go at this time. This person gonna go at this time. The first DJ did not show up, but it was like he texted me and said, "Hey, I'm really tired from the other part," but he wasn't getting paid. Like he was just doing it over, over GP. I'm really, really tired. I'm not gonna be able to make it that early. I was like, okay, cool. In my mind, I was like, it wasn't really a big deal because it was still early and people were not gonna be there at that time, really, right? Um, so I was really counting on the second DJ to be there. So the second DJ was supposed to be there. Let's say the second DJ was supposed to be there at 11 o'clock, right? And I really be saving people. I really be saving people's face while people really be trying to drag me and talk shit about me. And I don't really be saying nothing. I just be like, okay, like whatever. But let's call a spade a spade. Okay. This is what really happens. And like I said, I'm not going to say no names, but this is what it was. So the second DJ was supposed to be there. Let's say he was supposed to be there at 11 o'clock. Saving them, child. I be saving people. I really be saving people. But we just gonna call this, like I said, we just gonna be calling it a spade a spade. The people who were there know exactly how it went down. So when people be trying to talk crap about me and call me whatever they want to call me, like I said, let's call it a spade because the people that was there know exactly what went down, right? And so let's say the second DJ was supposed to be there. Second DJ didn't show up. And so the club owner called me like, "Hey, where's the DJ?" And I'm like, "What do you mean the DJ's not there?" I'm like, they're like, "No." So I'm like, I called this person. I'm like, "Hey, where are you?" And he was like, "I'm home." I'm like, "So you're not gonna get there at the time that you were supposed to get there this time?" He says, "No, he's not gonna get there." I said, "Okay, well, I need a DJ because you're not there. And I need a DJ." So he said, "Oh, why don't you call this DJ?" And I'm like, "You know what? You're right." Right. So I called the other DJ. The DJ was doing mind you, this DJ was doing something someplace else. Right. He ran home, got his equipment, ran to go do the event for me, which he didn't have to do because I called him literally at the last minute to cover for the person who was supposed to be there at that time. So by the time I got there, because I got there late because the same day I was really, really tired because we had like a catamaran event and I was extremely, extremely tired. And I was like, you know what? I really need to rest because I was literally going from Thursday and straight on, like going and going and going. And so I got there late. By the time I got there, the DJ that was supposed to pay at a certain time was there 2 hours late. The DJ that came was already playing. So now he's looking at me like, okay, what am I gonna play? So now I have the DJ. Oh wait, so before that, I had called another DJ to come and take in the early spot too. That DJ said that he was sick, which looking back at hindsight, I don't think that they were really sick. I think what they really was doing they did it on purpose because they probably felt like, oh, F you because you didn't call me first or whatever. I could be wrong. That could just be me making shit up in my head. But considering like everything that's going on, I'm really starting to feel like it was really done on purpose, honestly, to try to sabotage, but whatever. So that other DJ was supposed to cover that time slot. He said that he couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, well, maybe this DJ, the DJ that was supposed to come at 11 o'clock is okay. So that's really what happened. I messed up that part, right? So after that, so now the DJ that they called, that I called out the random, ran over to do it or whatever, to do the event. Now the DJ that was scheduled to play comes literally 2 hours late. So by the time I got there, it probably was like 12:30, 1 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. He was there, like, okay, so what about me? And I'm like, okay, well, honestly speaking, now how do I look as a person now telling this DJ that came from wherever he came from, ran home, got his equipment, and ran over there to get his equipment. Now, how would I look as a person telling this person, okay, well, now you can't play anymore because the person that was supposed to come at a certain time that didn't show up, that you're covering for, is now here. That would have been effed up on my part to do. That would have been effed up on my part to do. So I literally told the person, you know what, you were late, so I'm not going to be able to, hire you. I mean, you're not going to be able to play because you came late. Like, it wasn't 30 minutes. He's like, oh, well, is the other person getting paid? Which I think, that's none of your business whether I'm paying whether or not I'm paying the other person or not. That's none of your business. But he's like, oh, well, is the other person getting paid? Well, now he's not getting paid because he thought the other person was going to get paid. Oh, he's not getting paid and I'm not getting paid and I'm not going to pay. So I lost. And I'm saying to myself, how you lost? You came 2 hours late. Anyway, he was like, so he was calm. Like, when he was talking to me, he was calm. Why? Because my cousin was there and I had a bunch of big ass dudes there. He was calm as, like, cool, calm, and collected, right? As soon as the dude leaves, he sends me this disrespectful ass text message talking about, from now on, don't call me anymore because when your event was empty the night before, it was okay for me to come late. But now that your event got people in there, now that you got people in here, now you're gonna tell me that, oh, I can't play. And so my fault for doing this. I showed the other DJ because the other DJ, apparently, like, everyone is frenemies. Apparently, okay, everyone is frenemies, right? So I was just like, wow, like, this is how they really talking. And you know what? I too have a problem. Like, I have this problem where I always feel like I want to help everybody. And I always think that, I always try to see the good in people. And I also have this really negative trait about me where I'm always like, oh, I want people to like me. I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'm this person. Like, oh, I don't want to do this because I don't want this person to be mad at me. And that's a lot of it. Exactly. That was his loss. Don't know you from Brooklyn. Exactly. And so the reason why I'm like this is because I have worked in corporate America and I know how horrible working in corporate America is. And even when it comes to my employees, I don't like to treat people like really, really bad. Like, I've seen workers like be embarrassed in public. Like, when you go into certain stores here and the workers are being disrespected by their subordinate or whatever. And I always said I would never treat anybody that way because I don't like for people, and I didn't like to be treated that way when I was in corporate America. But honestly speaking, now that I'm on the other side of things, I kind of see why people are treated certain ways. I kind of understand why people are treated certain ways, because people do not respect when you are nice. People do not respect when you treat them with respect, okay? People only respect disrespect. And it is what it is. Okay, I might sound like I'm on a roll right now, but it is what it is. People only respect disrespect. So anyway, so dude leaves this disrespectful ass message on my phone or whatever, and you know what? I didn't even respond to him because I was really extremely busy. So that weekend, so I wasn't even able to, like. Yes, they take your kindness for weakness. I didn't even respond to dude or whatever because I was so busy. I just knew that I just wasn't going to deal with the person no more. It is what it is. But then I realized that everybody is really in cahoots with each other. Everybody is really in cahoots with each other at the end of the day. So I was just like, wow, like, this is just really crazy because you was just really talking about this person was talking about this person, and now it really just didn't make any sense to me. So I was like, okay, because I'm the type of person, like, if I don't deal with you, I just don't deal with you. Okay, ain't no love lost. When I see you, don't talk to me. I will act like we don't know each other. I will act like we don't know each other. It is what it is, right? It just be literally like I only really be responding when it gets to a level when people be really like really trying to get disrespectful and just be talking crazy, I'd be like, who do y'all think y'all talking to? Like, seriously, like, don't get this YouTube shit confused. Do not. Do not. Because I'm still from Brooklyn at the end of the day. So now, fast forward, we moved that. Um, and freaking Francesca knows that this is not a lie. This is true. So rum and brunch. I know I had spoken this before. The brunch is from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Okay. 11 to 2. And I have never spoken on this ever. Rum and brunch is from 11 to 2. People got there at 11 o'clock. Not only was the place filthy, okay, the club was filthy. We got there. I spoke to the owner. The owner told me that the place was going to be clean, the day before. Don't worry, blah, 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 blah. Again, make sure you have your contracts in place because everybody's trying to get over. Literally everyone is trying to get over. It's crazy. So we get there at 10 o'clock. The place is filthy. They're drunk people in the club, dancing from the night before. And I'm like highly upset. And so this woman is there who is supposedly like the club owner's sister, right? And I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on here? Like, I have people outside. My aunt had to go to the door and tell them, listen, we're not ready. Can you guys come back? They're like, okay, cool. The people were understanding, cool, calm, collected. The club owner knew that there was a certain price point that she was supposed to charge people for drinks. What she saw was a bunch of people, and she wasn't making any money because her club was not in pinga, okay? Her club was not in nothing. She saw an opportunity to make money off of people. So the day of the event, which I did not know about, she was really overcharging people the prices. After her and I already had a conversation about what the prices should have been, which I have everything on text message, right? So that was one whole issue. So the place was dirty. My friend was there helping me. My aunt was there, was helping me. The girl that was working me on an event, everybody was trying to help me or whatever the case may be, clean up, because literally the event was at 11 o'clock and at 10:55 we was there trying to clean up, and there was drunk people there. People had bought reserved catamarans, they had drunk people sitting in people's catamarans making out. It was just a hot mess, right? The lady was very disrespectful and very rude. Like, I am the person that's hosting the event here. She gonna tell me, oh, we always have events. I'm like, bitch, please, what events are you having there? Because you're always closed. Okay, you're literally always closed. But anyway, could not really stress myself about it. What is going on right here? Oh, I couldn't stress myself really about it because at the end of the day, like, people were still coming. Okay, the event was on. Okay, the event was still going on. No, we're not talking about Rum and Brunch yesterday. We're talking about what happened at Rum and Brunch weekend. The event was still going on. Rum and Brunch yesterday was amazing. So the event had to still going on. I had a smile face, keep my face smiley. Now, brunch is from 11 to freaking 2. Okay, brunch is from 11 to 2, and this is a problem in Panama. And I don't care what nobody say. Okay, the problem in Panama is that a lot of people do not know how to conduct business. The problem is you hire people to do certain jobs. And this is why why people do not invest in business, because people don't respect your time. They don't respect anything. Like, they don't respect. Okay. Yo, I swear to God, like, that was one issue. So we cleaned it up, whatever. Brunch is from 11 to 2. Okay. If I'm telling you that brunch is from 11 to 2, if you are the chef, okay, at the event, you're supposed to be there at 10 o'clock, making sure that you are, making sure that everything is good to go. But guess what? The chef didn't come to 1:45. Mind you, there was a bunch of people there that was waiting for brunch, okay? A bunch of people that was waiting for brunch. Chef did not come. Yo, I'm texting like, hey, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? No response. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? No response. 6 people left at one time. Then another bunch of people left, and they all had $60 tickets. The only thing those people were able to consume was a rum punch, the rum punch that was given to them, as courtesy as the ticket. Okay? When they left, I had to refund them their money. 10 people ended up leaving altogether. So anyway, I ended up having to refund these people their money. In total, I ended up having to refund $600. Okay, $600. Not because of me. It wasn't something that I did. It was because the chef didn't get there till 1:45. Brunch was from 11 to 2. So now, who's supposed to get deducted this money? Who's supposed to take the loss now? And I'm not saving nobody no more. I'm not saving nobody no more. Who's supposed to take the loss? Yes. No, wait, no, not that DJ. No, they didn't know each other. So this is a different event, because what's really aggravating is that because I'm a public figure, people want to put my name and stuff and want to say stuff about me because I'm the easy target. I'm the easiest person to get clout off of, right? I'm the easiest person to get clout off of because I'm the one that's on social media, so I'm easy to get clout off of. So anyway, food didn't come until after the food was in a paper plate that was falling over. Why? Because I had to use my paper plates that I had in the car because they didn't have decent plates. The chef did not have plates, did not have forks, didn't have nothing. All of that I had to put up. Okay? So now, if you charging me XYZ, right? Whatever I charge somebody else is none of your business. As long as you're getting paid the money that you're supposed to get paid for, that's all you're supposed to be worried about. Now, anybody that has a business and you use, and even people know, if you pay with Cash App, there's a fee associated with Cash App. When you pay with credit cards, there's a fee that's associated with credit card. Somebody asked me to put up their event on my page, and I told them, listen, I can put your event on the page, but I am not collecting no ticket money for nobody, because guess what? That's going to cause problems because I know what it costs for me. Okay? When people pay with credit cards, there are fees associated with credit card fees, banking fees. So for people who are slow and people who do not understand, when you are running a business and you pay with credit card, the bank charges a fee. There's a credit card transaction fee that everybody must pay. And if you pay with American Express, the fee is even higher. So let's say a person pays with a credit card and you charge $20. That business is not getting $20. That business is not getting $20. That business is going to get maybe 15, 16 because the fees that are associated with passing a credit card. And this is what slow people do not understand. Find yourself a group of trusted people who will have your back no matter what. This is horrible, and people are evil. They try to sabotage you and definitely don't want to see you win. Agreed. After that person did whatever they did or whatever, obviously after that event, I realized how messed up or so many mistakes that I've made doing that event, especially with finances and the financial parts of it. I messed up so bad, and there was so much things that went wrong, and there's so many things that I should have put a stop to, but because I didn't want people to be upset and I didn't want people to feel like, oh, whatever, because I care too much about what people thought about me, I let a lot of shit slide. And I let people live when I shouldn't have let them live. Okay, because quite frankly, there were DJs that were on the roster that shouldn't even have been on the roster. And you know what? I paid them. You know why I paid them? Because at the end of the day, I don't want nobody talking about, oh, I did this and she didn't pay me and da 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 da. No, 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 no. I don't want nobody doing nothing for me for free. And it's so crazy because I came across a a video on IG where what's that messy guy? What's his name again? There's a messy ass guy, Jason Lee. Jason Lee says that he was good friends with that boxer. I forgot his name. I forgot what the boxer's name. Um Floyd Mayweather. And he told Mayweather, like, let's go out. I'm gonna get the girls. I'm gonna get my friend to get me a table. And Floyd Mayweather told him, no, I will never allow anybody to give me something for free. Because when you give people things for free, people are always going to want something in return. So I always pay for my services. I don't want anybody doing anything for me for free. So I always make sure I pay people, okay? Always make sure I pay people. I don't want nobody. The one thing I don't want is nobody saying that I owe them no money. Okay? Because you ain't gonna get that from me. I don't need nobody saying that I owe them money. So you will never get that. So I always make sure that I do good business with people. Period. Yes, have I used people that I thought were my friends to help me to get out of certain situation? Yes. Then I realized that these people were not my friends, okay? And they really did not have my best interest, because if you my friend and I'm like, hey, I'm in this situation or whatever, do you think that you can help me out, come out of this situation? And the person is like, oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, I was already like, no, no, no. Okay. At the end of the day, what they see you as, what they saw this event was about dollar signs at the end of the day. And everybody had their hand out and they was looking at this event like, oh, how am I going to benefit from this? How am I going to make money off of this? And me being boo boo the fool, fufugial, foolish, me thinking, oh, I'm helping people. I really want to see us unite as one people. That shit don't work. It's much better to hurt their feelings and succeed than to be nice and they screw you without thinking twice. If you have a gut feeling, always listen to it. Look out for you, period. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because one thing about me, like, I really love black people. Like, I love being black, and I see how black people have a disadvantage over a lot of other things. And then I really be like in my mind thinking like, wow, maybe we could just be like, like the Jewish people or the Chinese community, like we could help each other out and let us all grow as one. No, that doesn't work. That does not work. No, that does not work. No. Okay. That don't work. That absolutely don't work. And people was like, yo, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Don't say nothing. Just ignore it. No, we're not gonna do that, because you're not gonna have, my name out, okay, making it seem like I'm some scammer or whatever the case may be. Like, I have so many situations where I felt like I was set up, where people would be like, oh, I'm going through this situation or whatever the case may be. Do you think that you could help me out? And then this, and then me, like a dumbass, I go ahead and do it. And then they turn around and do some shit like this. Like, I literally was posting just random stuff on Instagram that don't got nothing to do with nobody. Just was random stuff that I just was like, oh yeah, this is good. This could help out somebody else. And I'm waking up to phone calls like, oh, you're talking about this person. Why are you talking about me? You throwing subliminal shots. No, I'm not throwing subliminal shots, because I'm not. Like, whatever issues I have with people, I will let you know. This one particular person, I told them, it is what it is. Like, I just don't like headaches. Like, I don't like dealing with headaches. I don't like dealing with people that's going to give me headaches. Like, if I feel like doing business with a person is going to bring headaches to me, I'm going to try to nip it in the bud from the beginning. Another thing that I do is, like, if I don't fuck with you, you don't need to see my stories. I'm not like those other people. You don't need to follow me on Instagram, period. Okay? Because guess what? I don't want your negative energy. I don't want you watching me. Okay? You don't like me. I don't like you. Why are you on my page? So I'm going to block you. Because there's people that be like, oh, well, don't block them. Let the haters see. No. People be real envious and bad mind, and I don't got time for that. Like, I be posting my kids sometimes on social media, and I don't need these people with their bad mind self, with their projecting their negative energy onto my family or whatever. Yes, I am very spiritual that way, so I will block that ass. Quick, fast, in a hurry. I will block you quick, fast, in a hurry because I don't need headaches. People will agree to doing shit and then turn around and act like y'all didn't have this conversation and then make it seem like you're the bad person. This is why I said moving forward, anybody that I'm doing any type of business with, everybody will have contracts. Everybody will have contracts. Everybody. And then when you see why certain people don't mix with certain individuals, it's a reason why people don't mix with certain individuals because people mindsets be crazy. Would opening your own event center give you more control? This is what I feel. Even if I open up my own event center, then I'm still gonna have to deal with people wanting to rent the space because obviously, if I'm gonna have these spaces, I'm not going to be having events all the time like that to be able to pay off the rent. So I'm going to have to rely on other people to rent the space. And I don't need those type of headaches because opening up an event space will actually cause more problems for me because I'm still going to have to be dealing with certain type of people. And I don't want to deal with those type of people. Anything that's going to give me a headache, anything that's going to cause extra stress for me, I don't want to deal with it. I already got to deal with Gia not wanting to brush her teeth in the morning, Gia not wanting to comb her hair in the morning, all this other stuff that I got going on. I don't want to deal with no headaches. I would rather pay you and just go your way, go, bye. Have a good one because the money don't last forever. You eat today and tomorrow then you don't have what to eat. So now, prime example, yesterday was rum and brunch. We had a good time at rum and brunch, right? Rum and brunch was amazing. And it's so crazy because, people be wanting to open up businesses. And I've heard so many people saying, like, yo, I don't want to deal with this no more. I don't want to deal with this stress, like dealing with people here. Yo, rum and brunch was yesterday. The the chef left. The chef left. Now, this isn't a chef that I hired, you know what I mean? So whatever. But just to see how people's mindset is and how they operate, dude just picked up and left. Said he was coming back and never came back. Which threw everything off yesterday because then I'm having to be a waitress. I am not a waitress, because at the end of the day, it's still my event, and I don't want to look bad in front of these people. It's still my event. My name is attached to it. The bartender had to be the hookah girl because I can't make this shit up. But thank God the people that were there yesterday, oh my God, the people that was at Rum and Brunch yesterday, they were the most kindest, understanding, non-judgmental Black people that I have ever encountered. They had a good time. They didn't care. They just was trying to turn up. Sorry, y'all. My ring is going on. When I tell y'all I got stories, I got stories, I got stories, I got stories. But you know what? Accountability, I have to take accountability for the part that I played in it. So I will take full responsibility for everything that has transpired because I didn't do my part. I did not have my paperwork in order. I did not deal with people accordingly. So it is my fault. I take full responsibility, but guess what? It won't happen again. I'll tell you that. It will never happen again. Never happen again. You live and you learn. You know when they be like, "Oh, you live and you learn." Yes, you live and you learn. This is a situation where you live and you learn. Everybody get contracts. Everybody gets contract. And another thing is, if y'all see me not dealing with certain people no more, don't ask me what happened with me and that person. Obviously, I'm not dealing with them for a reason. You do not need to try to get the tea on what happened. We no longer speak. Okay. We no longer do business together. It don't need to be a whole gossip session behind why I don't deal with certain people anymore or why I'm no longer doing business with certain individuals. We don't need it don't have to be a gossip session. That part. And so now, to me, it's so crazy how people really sit back and want to see people do bad. Like, anybody who I've ever dealt with, business wise, relationship wise, friendship wise, whatever, and we no longer have a relationship anymore, I wish them well and move on. Like, I don't wake up and think about them. Like, I wish you the best. Like, I'm not praying for the person to have a downfall. Like, I'm not praying for things not to go bad, like for things to go bad for somebody. Like, who the hell does that? A sick individual does that. Like, I don't care. I really honestly don't care. But I really literally be seeing people who don't mess with me at all for one reason or another, which I honestly really have gotten to a point where I don't care, really, honestly, because I realized I was just being used. Okay. The minute I told you no, the minute I said no, I'm not doing XYZ no more, all of a sudden I'm the worst person in the world. All of a sudden I'm this, that, I'm this person, I'm that person. But when you was asking me for favors every 2 seconds, I wasn't that person. So that's why I realized like people are just jokes. But the crazy thing about it is like you really people really will sit there and try to watch your demise. Like, I've seen so many random people in my stories yesterday looking to see if Rum and Brunch was going to be empty, looking to see if the event was going to be good. See, I'm the type of person, I don't care about having an event that have 1,000 people inside of it. My thing is giving people an experience. My thing is for people to leave and be satisfied and have a really great time. Like, I asked one of the patrons, I'm like, yo, like, how did you find out about this event? And the person said to me, oh, on TikTok, like somebody else that came to a Rum and Brunch, they put it on TikTok. And I was just like, wow, like that's amazing. Like that people are finding it on TikTok. Like that's really amazing. So the fact that people are coming to Panama and they're having a good time, that's the only thing that I really care about. So shout out to DJ Fat that's always holding it down in the DJ booth, because DJ Fat is a truly genuine person, but it's probably because we get along because we're both the same sign. That part. Like it don't like to me, I'm just not that type of person. Like I'm not like I I'm happy for you. Like if you're doing good for yourself, if you have a new business venture, may have fucked me over. That's cool. But I still wish you the best. Like it don't be that serious to me. And it's crazy because I've never really done a live like this, but well, I have. I did it one time with some other chick that was doing the same thing. Like I don't. At one point I thought I was the one with the problem. I'm like, yo, maybe I am the problem, which caused me to put me in the situation where I always wanted to be liked because I didn't want everybody to think that I was this type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I also didn't want people to be like, oh, well, she always playing the victim. Like she always playing the victim. Da, 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 da. So I kind of was like, you know what? Like whatever. But you know what? I don't really care. I really, honestly, really don't care. Y'all be playing with me. Y'all really be playing with me. Like y'all really be playing with me. I heard people like, "Oh, you better not say my name on your YouTube channel, or else I'm gonna do XYZ to you." And I'm like, dude, you're not even that important for me to say your name on my YouTube channel, but I will talk about what you did to me. Period. And it'd be crazy because it be men. Men with ladies, if you have a son make sure your son has a positive male figure in their life because you don't want your son to end up super emotional and act like a woman. Okay. You do not want your sons to grow up having emotional issues where they can't control their emotions, where they are constantly belittling females, and talking down to women and feeling like they could do and say whatever to women. You don't want that. You don't want though you don't want to have a son that is a gossiper and be gossiping with other people about females. Like you don't want that. You don't want that. So I don't want that for my son. Like my son was arguing with a little girl and his like going back and forth. I was like, dude, like who does that? Like you don't need to be arguing with no female. Like men do not argue with females. She's saying whatever, cool, walk away, leave that lady alone. Move on. But going on people Instagram stories and wondering if the person is talking about you and messaging people, asking people if this person is talking about you and going back and forth on it, that to me is very feminine. Stop it. So yes. So, now I'm waiting for this book to come that I cannot wait to get this book. The book is called The Courage to Be Disliked. And I feel like I came across that book. It wasn't by chance why I came across that book because that book, I came across this random video on YouTube because y'all know I love a YouTube video. And this girl who I don't know who she is, but apparently she used to be this big time YouTube influencer back in whatever day. She had disappeared for a whole year and everybody was like talking about her and saying whatever they were saying about her, and she came back after a year and she explained the reason why she took a hiatus, and it was the same thing. She wanted to be liked. She wanted her employees to like her, and it's really those type of people which included in that. I told you the reason why I always wanted to make sure that anybody who did business with me didn't feel no type of way was because I know how it felt to be treated like shit in corporate America, and I never want people to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So I always treat people like human beings. Like I always treat people like humans. Until you get crazy or whatever, I may curse you out. Yeah, I may get at if you try to do something crazy. I will talk very stern. I won't curse you out and talk about your mother, but I would have a high pitched voice and I will talk stern like I'm talking right now, like this. And I'll be like, yo, I don't like that you did XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And then people will take it like, oh my God, you're not listening. You're doing this, you're doing that. Yeah, I will admit that I can be that person. Julian will be like, yeah, you got your thing about you. Yeah, I do. My thing is when I feel like I'm being played with, I would deal with a lot. But then when I get to that point where I'm just like, yo, and I start talking like this, then everybody want to be folding and saying that, oh, I'm a this person, I'm a that person. Talk about what you did. Because I'm not crazy to just be coming out the woodworks and be disrespecting people. Like I don't do that. You disrespect me, I will disrespect you back. Period. And that goes for them people that be trolling in the comment section too. You will get disrespected. And I don't care if you don't like it. Unfollow. The unfollow button is there. Like I'm gonna give y'all this example. So one day I was this is a true story that happened. So I was pregnant, okay, like about what I was like pregnant like 7, 8 months pregnant. And this customer came into the store. This is how disrespectful people be. And then when I get crazy, then it's like, oh my God, I'm the big bad wolf. So I was pregnant and a customer came in. She came in the week before looking for some hair, right? The girl was in there for like 2 hours. I kid you not. She was in there for 2 hours. Okay. And walking around asking for some hair. So the girls were showing her all the different hairs that they had. She didn't want any of it. She didn't want it. The reality of the situation is, looking back at hindsight, the reason why she didn't want the hair was because, or she didn't want to pay a certain amount of money for the hair was because she didn't have the money, or it was really a money issue, which is cool. Just say that, right? So the girls came to me and was like, listen, I don't know what to tell her because I keep on telling her, this hair or whatever. She doesn't want it, this and the third. I said, okay, so just buy this hair for 175 then. I told her about the hair for 175. She was so happy, the hair for 175. I'm like, okay, just know that the hair is on sale. A week later, she comes back and says that she wants to return the hair. Now, we do not take, and this was around COVID, so we do not take hair back. Okay, especially if the packs are open. We may make exceptions, but if the hair is on sale, we're not taking the hair back. So, oh guys, I gotta do a commercial break. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Gotta do a commercial break.
Image Boutique is located in the Centro Comercial de los Pueblos Mall, located in Panama City, just 15 minutes away from Tocumen Airport. We specialize in hair care, wig extensions, and much more. Come visit us.
Okay, y'all. Sorry. So she comes back a week later saying that she wants to return the hair or whatever. And I'm like, girl, well, the girls told her we can't return the hair, whatever, whatever, whatever. So she's begging and pleading. She wants to return the hair. The hair was on sale. $1.75, mind you. So I'm on live, doing my live, promoting the store on the store page or whatever the case may be. Mind you guys, I am about 7 or 8 months pregnant. My stomach is noticeably big. And I'm sitting down. She's standing up. So she comes to me and she's like, hey, can I return this? I want to return this here. And they're telling me I can't return it. So I said to her in a nice way, I was like, I understand, but I can't return it. You can't return it here because you were here for like 2 hours and we told you which hair to buy and you didn't want to buy it. And so then we offered you the one for $1.75 and you chose to buy that. I can't take the hair back. This woman turns to me and says, oh, I should take this and throw this in your face. Now, I am not an advocate for violence, y'all. I'm not an advocate for violence. So I don't want you guys to feel like I'm a violent person. But when she told me that she was going to take the hand and throw it in my face, I got up like this. I said, you going to do what? It was stupid. It was a stupid thing to do. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was a stupid thing to do because I was pregnant and I could have harmed myself and put my unborn child in danger. But at that moment, I was not thinking straight. Because I just could not believe this girl threatened me like this. So I get up now and I'm like, everyone's holding me back now. I said, you gonna do what? You gonna do what? And so now all of a sudden I'm the bad person, right? She goes, I said, girl, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Anyway, make a long story short, she goes and says, oh, do you want to call the police on me? Do you want me to call the police on you? I'm like, girl, call the police because the only person that's going to go to jail is you. You the one threatening a black person, a pregnant person, talking about you going to throw the hair in a whole big bag of hair in my face. I was like, girl, you do not know me. You do not know me. I will have you. Okay, I'm not even going to do that because, I do not condone violence. I do not condone violence. But I just don't like when people try to really threaten. Like, there's been numerous times when, and I really said it to her in a really good way. Like, no, I cannot return it. Like, I told you that. Like, we told you this. And the reason why I knew for a fact, and I didn't even realize that we were still recording. Like, I was still recording live. And I knew that I said it in a good way because everybody that was still listening to the live was like, yo, this girl is really wilding. Like, how's she gonna say this? And so it's been a couple of situations where, my patience was tested with people threatening and saying what they were going to do and how they were going to do it and when they was going to do it. And I'm sitting there like, so when y'all think that you're going to do all this, what do you think is going to happen? Do you honestly think that I'm going to sit there and allow you to do these things to me? Because I'm Boo Boo the Fool, right? But no, I've changed. So now I'm gonna just call the police. Now I'm gonna call the police. So if you threaten me and you put your hands on me, I'm gonna call the police on you. So don't think that you're gonna hit me and I'm not gonna call the police. Because I'm gonna call the police and I'm gonna press charges and you're gonna go to jail. So moral of the story is I gotta change the title of this because this title of this video sounds a little bit more professional than what it really is. The moral of the story is stop trying people. Okay, not everything that people say or post or whatever is about you. Okay, seek help, seek mental help. If you have insecurities, if you're insecure with yourself or whatever the case may be, get that help, child. Do that. Because I choose to live in my truth without any apologies. This is who I am. I'm not trying to be nobody that I'm not. It is what it is. But when you tell your story and you tell the whole story. And then sometimes people don't realize that they block their own blessings. The reason why they block their blessings isn't because they're talented, it's because of your attitude. You could be the most talented person, but if you are a ignorant, dark person, people are not going to want to work with you. It don't matter how talented you are. People will not want to work with you. With that being said, I am no longer granting people accessibility to me anymore. You will no longer have access to me. If you want to access me, follow me on YouTube. No, I don't want to hang out. No, I don't want to meet up. No, I don't want to talk on the phone. Okay, if you don't have my number, we are not friends. If you have my number and we are no longer friends, just delete it. If you don't like me, block me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. I don't want no new friends. I'm not interested in meeting new friends. I don't. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Cause y'all be weird. Okay, y'all be weird. Cause I don't get it. Anyway. Anyway, guys, with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this live. That is it. We've been on for an hour and 9 minutes now, and I kind of like got other things to do. But I will say Roman Brunch was so much fun yesterday. Thank you guys for always tuning into my videos. And you could catch the replay because it'll still be up. Thank you guys as always. Peace and love.